Hello everyone and welcome to another vacuum review. Today I'm going to be having a look at this budget priced Goblin foldable 14.8 volt stick vac. This is a 2-in-1 cordless cleaner. It has a removable handheld cleaner with crevice and brush tools, foldable for easy storage with a powerful 14.8 volt lithium battery. Okay, without any further ado, let's take everything out of the box and have a closer look. Here's everything out of the box. We get the handheld vacuum cleaner itself. We get the powered roller brush complete with LED lights and a motorised revolving brush that can be easily removed for cleaning. Of course, we get the charger to plug it in to charge the lithium ion battery. We get a 2-in-1 crevice and brush tool. You can take the brush off completely or just leave it on the end, like so. We get a wall mounting bracket. I still haven't figured out how you're supposed to hang this on the wall, but you get a wall mounting bracket anyway. And of course, a user guide. First of all, we need to assemble the vacuum cleaner. So take the roller brush and attach it to the main body of the machine. As you can see, it's got a folding handle, so we need to pop it in like so. Just pushes down and wait for the click, and it clicks into position. If you want to remove the roller brush for any reason, there's a little red button at the back. And then the main unit, the handheld unit that obviously attaches to this, which makes it 2-in-1, so you can use this Goblin as a regular sort of dust buster type handheld machine. So remove it from the cleaner and you can do your car, your stairs, your upholstery. And we do have this brush attachment here, doing your dusting jobs, and of course your crevices, your nooks and crannies, both in the car and at home. So that removes. But to use it as an upright for your floors and carpets, we need to attach this main unit. Just pushes on and clicks into position. And then when we want to use the machine as an upright type, we just unfold the handle and then it becomes a small compact stick type rechargeable machine. So it stands on its own. Unlike a lot of cleaners, it will stand on its own. It's fairly low down in weight regarding the motor, so most of the weight is lower down, which does make it very, very light to hold in the hand. And up here we've got the on-off switch, which incorporates 2 speeds. This button here is what you press to fold up the handle. So if you want to store this in a lower cupboard, you can do with the handle folded. And this button here releases the handheld unit. So it's fairly simple. Now to charge this machine, we have a charging port. It's easier if I show you with the cleaner off. Charging port is actually here on the main body. So perhaps it'd be easier for some people just to charge this on a work surface or next to a socket and leave this part separate. But you can charge it with the machine upright. You can access the port through the hole here at the back and charge it like that. So I'll plug in and charge up this bad boy. When you first charge your Goblin stick vac, it'll take approximately 5 hours to fully charge. Once it's fully charged, the green lights will stop pulsating and show all green. I left the cleaner to fully charge and now all the green lights are illuminated. It says in the instructions not to leave the cleaner unattended when charging or leave it to charge overnight, just in case it catches fire or blows up. This is a Chinese made vacuum after all, but just bear in mind that that's what it says in the instructions. Probably best to unplug it once all the green lights are illuminated. And then of course when you finish cleaning, plug it back in and wait till the green lights illuminate again. Unplug it and then it's ready for use the next time. So now it is charged. I'm going to unplug it and remove the handheld unit from the main body of the cleaner, and we can switch on. The handheld unit only has one speed. We do get 2 speeds when using it in upright mode, but when using as a handheld, we just have a single switch here, which provides just 1 speed for suction. So we'll turn on. Now, compared to, say, a Dyson or a Shark, costing a lot more money, obviously, it is pretty mediocre, I have to say. So this will be okay for doing your toast crumbs on the top of your kitchen worktop, doing your upholstery, possibly doing your stairs, although there's not really a tool you could use for your stairs because we only get, of course, this 2-in-1 dusting / crevice tool. You could, I suppose, just use the end here and clean like that. Just if you want to grab and go using the machine's supplied built-in nozzle, it's okay for just, as I said, just doing the crumbs and things that your toaster has dropped. So yes, it's might be okay for above floor, but don't expect huge amounts of suction power from this Goblin. To empty it, we have another red button here. Press that and you can remove the suction unit from the bin. We do have a little filter there and then another filter inside the bin. So to remove the debris that you've picked up, you need to take the filter out and then you tip the debris into the bin. And here's the filter. It's a 2-piece affair. We've got this plastic shroud and an internal cloth filter. Both of these are washable. You could even rinse out the bin if you want to from time to time, but again, make sure everything is nice and dry before reassembling. So we can remove the shroud part from the cloth filter, give that a clean. You don't have to wash it every time, but every time you empty it for maximum efficiency, I would take the filter out and just tap it against the side of your bin or brush it clean. Then that just fits back in there. So that's emptying sorted. So that's the Goblin as a handheld. Let's have a look at the main upright unit. On the underside of the roller brush, you'll find this rotating brush roll. There's no anti-hair wrap or anything like that on this Goblin, but the brush roll is easy to remove for cleaning. You just need a screwdriver. Just turn this to the unlocked position, and then this little end piece comes away. And then you can lift out the brush roll so you can cut off any hair or debris that's wrapped around it. And it also gives you access to the cavity here if you want to give it a clean or if you want to check for any blockages. Of course, if it does become blocked, you can remove it from the main unit of the machine in case a blockage has occurred just here in the neck. But it shouldn't block as long as you're not picking up things that it's not designed to pick up. You should be fine. Apart from the rotating brush, we've also got 2 fixed side cleaning brushes that help sweep up to the edge. Don't know how effective they are, but they're there for you. So once you've cleaned the brush roll, just locate it this side first, and then it sits into here. Make sure that's flush, and then we need to put this end piece back. Let's just check that's the way it goes. And then turn the screw to the locked position. You can see the head, it's not going to clean close up to the edge because there's quite a gap, but there are side suction channels either side that may help clean closer to the edge. We've also got a little strip at the back to help prevent debris being scattered. Helps to seal the head, especially when using this on a hard floor, because this is for carpets and hard floors. And at the front you'll see there are little gaps which help to pick up larger debris, especially on a hard floor. But we'll see how effective those are because I'm going to test this cleaner on carpets and hard floors. I've spilt a bit of mess on this footstool here to test the Goblin in handheld mode, so let's switch on and see how it does. Well, the Goblin picked up everything off my footstool. I'm now going to return the handheld unit back to the main cleaner and we'll test it on carpets. There's quite a lot of dirt on this carpet, probably more than you'd expect the Goblin to pick up, but hey, we might as well give it a go. I'm going to try the machine first down one half of this dirt on its lower power setting, which will give us longer battery life. And then on this side, I'm going to use the Goblin in its high power setting. Okay, starting on low power. It's very, very quiet on low power, and it's got a lot of the surface dirt. Anything that stays on the surface of the carpet, most vacuum cleaners should be able to pick up, but it's left this neon blue sand, which needs a bit more suction and a bit more agitation. When it's on the high power setting, the roller brush rotates at a higher speed, as well as giving you a little bit more suction power. So we'll try the high power setting on this side of the debris. Well, a lot better. The machine is obviously noisier on high power, but it's still a very quiet cordless machine. It's got a lot of the sand actually, I can still see some of it. Before you say anything, the black particles in my demonstration debris is black rice. They're not mouse droppings. So apart from the black rice, we've got red lentils, the neon sand, and there's some fluff and hair mixed in with it as well. So, as I said, quite a valiant effort from the Goblin on full power. I'm going to attempt to clean up the rest of this dirt using the Goblin on full power, and then we'll go on to a hard floor demonstration in the kitchen. I must say I'm very surprised by this Goblin. I didn't expect it to pick everything up, but looking closely at the carpet, it has. I can't even see any of the blue neon sand. I was expecting it to fail miserably at that little demo, but everything has been picked up, and it's still got suction. If I take the handheld unit off, probably lost a bit of suction, and as I took the handheld unit off, it lost a little red lentil, so I'll pick that up. So it is very full. It's now, as you can see, it's spilling stuff out because I've gone over the fill line. I've picked up too much dirt. Let's take out the filter. You can see there, this is all the dirt I've picked up. So that is really a lot of dirt for a small handheld 2-in-1 stick cleaner to cope with, and I expect we'll see a lot of dirt on the filter. Yes, you can see there. So that filter does need brushing clean before I demonstrate this on my kitchen floor, but obviously I've given this Goblin a lot of work to do in one go. But for best performance, really, even if you use your Goblin normally around your home, it's best to brush or tap the filter clean every time you empty the container. brought the Goblin into the kitchen and I've recycled the dirt I picked up from the living room carpet, waste not, want not, and I've spread it around my kitchen floor. So again, as I did on the carpet, I'm going to try the Goblin down one section on its low power and then down the other on its high power setting. So I've emptied the container, as I said, all over the floor. I have cleaned the filter, so it's all fresh and new again. So let's get cleaning. Not so good on setting 1 on the hard floor. It's left quite a few bits, so we'll move the cleaner along and try it on full power. So this is the side I cleaned on high power. There's still a bit of neon sand showing, but all in all that's pretty good. And this is the side I cleaned using low power, so still quite a lot of the larger debris left. I'm quite surprised because of the performance of the Goblin on the living room carpet. I thought it would make a clean sweep of the hard floor, so it's not quite as effective on a large amount of dirt on the hard floor. But anyway, I'm going to attempt to clean everything up using the Goblin on its high power setting. That's about the end of my video on this Goblin foldable 14.8 volt stick vacuum cleaner. I've been mucking around with vacuums for most of my life, and after all that experience I tend to know what a vacuum cleaner is going to be like even before I've switched it on, and I thought this cheap and cheerful Goblin, it'll be okay, it'll do a little bit of surface cleaning. It's not going to do very well, it's going to clog up, it's going to stop picking up after I've passed it through a small amount of dirt, and it's just going to be fairly mediocre all round. I mean, it's a cheap Goblin, what do you expect? Well, I didn't expect it to pick everything up. Well, not so good on hard floors, I have to admit, but very good on carpet, even my plush pile carpet that many vacuum cleaners just can't cope with. Obviously this doesn't have the suction of a bigger machine, so it doesn't clamp down and stop the brush roll rotating. So the brush roll continued to rotate at full speed on this carpet, and it was so easy to push, it's so light, very easy to use in handheld and upright mode. So I would recommend it if you can still find it. At the time of making the video, you might not find it in Asda stores anymore, but I have seen this online on eBay. Refurbished models are still available. I can't guarantee the quality or performance if you're buying a refurbished model. Obviously I bought this one brand new. Very surprised by this Goblin, very surprised indeed. It is a handy little tool if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you just need something to whip round. And even if you're in a wheelchair or have mobility issues, this could be one for you because it is effortless to push and it's quite easy to empty as well. I do get quite a lot of comments when I'm doing handheld or stick type vacuums because all the weight is high up. You're holding the motor and the bagless container high up. It's difficult for some people to use, but having the weight lower down, as in the case of this Goblin, it makes it very easy to push. And as I said, it's so light in the hand, very little weight, because all the weight is low down. It's got a low center of gravity. So yes, if you can still find this Goblin, it's one I would certainly recommend. It's really surprised me. And just to end the video, I did buy this myself. I didn't get given it. I'm not affiliated with Goblin or any vacuum cleaner manufacturer. What I show you, 99% of the time I've purchased myself. Occasionally I do get given sample machines to test out, but I always tell you straight away in the video if I've been supplied the machine free of charge. But obviously in this case I purchased this Goblin myself. If you have any comments or questions about this little Goblin cleaner, please comment below, and I'll see you all very soon for the next video. Thanks for watching, and bye for now.